Hello my good friends, welcome to One Credit Classics. It is nearly time to get this week's video underway, but before we do, it's time to shout out some of you fantastic folks for all your support. Thank you very much to Justin Timpot Gamer, Chris Lewis, Prince Watercress, Brad Wharton, Kelvin Cusack, Simon Nelson, Alex Cassidy, Lowry Cusack, JT Harkey, Talon Scave, Stephen Griffiths, Mike Gammon, David McNamara, Robert Farley, James O'Grady, Glenn Updike, Henry Nutt, Andy Pye, Callum Stannard, Paul Ward, Simon Johnson, Duncan Gibb, Nobes, and Mr. Simon Deakin. Thank you good people so much, and obviously to the rest of the Patreon faithful as well. You can join Patreon for as little as $2, that's about £1.50 a month, and for that you get a bonus video every week and free stuff in the post. You also get entered into exclusive competitions. There's a tier system on the Patreon page, so you can give as much as you want to get cool rewards. One-off donations rather than Patreon, I've set up a paypal.me link, which is at the bottom. The address is paypal.me/OneCreditClassics. You can chuck me some cash there if you would like. Also check out our Amazon affiliate scheme. There's a link in the description box. If you shop on Amazon, then use that link when you do, and we'll get a percentage every time you buy something, and it won't cost you anything extra. So save that link and get shopping. Finally, be sure to check out the Video Wizards podcast every month. My good friend Mikhail Kroder and I take apart what was going on in a certain year between 1980 and 2000 for that specific month. We will talk arcade games, home consoles, but also music, news, films, TV, and all other manner of trivia. Get on iTunes and give us a review, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Right then, my friends, to the matter in hand. Let's do this, shall we? Right then, my good friends, let us get this done. 1993's Dead Dance by Jellicoe. Those of you who've been watching the streams will have noticed that I've started making a bit of a run through this. We had a couple of good playthroughs here, but it's time for it to get the classic One Credit Classics treatment, as we take Dutch powerhouse Vortz, known as the King of Beasts in the manual, and try and take him atop the mighty tower to beat Jado at the end. It was so unfair. Right, little knifed schoolgirl, I have nothing to say to you. Don't think I won't shoulder charge any of there repeatedly. And then power slam you. Oh. So, Vortz is a Dutch former pro wrestler. It's cool actually, because he's got like the pancrase look that obviously Bas Rutten had, in terms of he's got like the shorter kind of trunks, and then the leg guards, the ankle guards, and the big boots and the knee pads. Like, how it works is, this is a like I say, this came out in March '93, and then in September, August '93, the PAL version, Tough Enough, came out. I'm getting wrecked here. Bollocks. Might struggle here, actually. Fuck off with that. Don't play the shoulder barge game, love, because you will come up on the short end of the money. So how it works is, right, it is the future, a post-apocalyptic dystopian future, and 4 people have decided to try and get to the top of this tower, because at the top of this tower is a guy called Jado, who's found this legendary armor that's made him super powerful and organized a big fighting tournament. So there's Vortz, there's Kotono, Zazie, and Seo. Zazie and Seo are like Ryu and Ken. Vortz plays a bit like Zangief, and Kotono, as you've probably seen there, is kind of quick like Chun-Li, but has some cool kind of anti-aerial stuff. Vortz doesn't say a lot. Another cool thing about this is the further you get into the story mode, your special moves actually power up. So I've got 3 special moves, sorry. I've got this kind of Dragon Punch. I've got that, the Muscle Buster, and I've got that Shoulder Block. Oh, come on. What a spot that is. Vortz is an absolute crusher. You always found that, like, wrestler type characters in these games were hard to play as without a lot of time. Like, in terms of, I've seen some people do devastating stuff with Zangief over the years on different versions, but you can tell they've put a lot of time in and mastering a lot of stuff. Like Vortz with that shoulder block specifically, but also with these his powerful throws and strikes, is an absolute joy to play. And he's not that much slower than everybody else either. Calm down. Honestly, don't play the flying. Don't play the head-on-head collision game. Another thing you'll notice differently from this version as to the other version, the PAL version, is there's quite a lot of blood in it. See, I got a bit of the old Crimson Mask on there. And you get a replay as well, which is cool. You get that in both versions, but there it is. Look, I mean, I'm already there. Yeah, unlucky son. He's still dragging his hand across the ground. Now, what you'll find now is we will fight Seo, right? Who's the Ryu to the Ken. His special moves have been powered up, so he'll have a more powerful Fireball, a more powerful Dragon Punch, and a more powerful that anti-aerial kind of punch, standing punch thing that he does. There you go. Get that. I love what a hoss Vortz is. That. See so. Oh. Clubbing. As if he got me without his face the other fucking way. Got it. Just about. Another thing that's very underrated about this is the soundtrack. Oh. Get that. Fucking muscle buster finish. Go on, Vortz, lad. Might have to see that on a replay. It's such a cool move. So what do we set it up with a shoulder block? Yeah. He don't want to know there, does he? Look at this. Oh, spot. I mean, he's like 6'9" or something, Vortz. He'd be like 6'5" by the time this tournament finishes if he keeps jumping up and down and landing on his arse. Compressing his spine like that. Time for Beans, the man with the American sack. And a very unusual quiff Mohawk looking combo. There you go. I knew I'd get him with it eventually. Nice. Essentially tap and throwed him there. I've had it loads worse than him. I had a video that I tried to record the other day, but I got to last boss and died. And he 100 because he got a 100 hand slap. He 100 hand slap, trapped me in the corner. And you can, full energy you can do somebody that with because it doesn't knock him over. You can't go back anywhere. And there's no being dazed. Oh, Jesus. There you go, he's going to do that flying kick in a minute. So you can see that shoulder block I've got's a bit better. Still does the 2 hits, but it'll go the full length. Well, not quite the full length, but it'll go a long way across the screen. Nice. Bit more damage on that kind of pseudo dragon punch. That's him done. Unlucky Beans. Oh. Onwards to Dolph, the Libyan terrorist. I do love that music. I do love this entrance as well. Sick. Don't know what he said there. Nice. What pressure that was. That light kick's so good. Because you can kind of sort of juggle them if they try and jump. You can back them up and set them up for a throw. Or also while you're doing it, you can charge up a light shoulder block. Fucking hell, that hurts. Imagine that. Swing head kick at him and he blocks it on the shaft of a fucking rocket launcher. I love that throw. Get that. You can be tricky, Dolph. What a banger that is. Onwards to 19-year-old Japanese schoolgirl Rai with iron shoes. Yeah, I had no idea. Hard to throw though, because it's quite low down. Not hard to kick in the face, however. She looks like some kind of temple guardian type. You can't guard that though, can you? That jab, stiff. See why they don't let Vortz wrestle anymore? Like, Jesus Christ. Hard way juicing everyone. Mad to see a character have two different types of fireballs, by the way. Like an across the ground one and like a more traditional. Nice. Big muscle buster finish. Who doesn't love a muscle buster, right? The air up there, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's dangerous. Sorry, Rai. Onwards to who you later find out, and I'll tell you now because it's thingied in the ending, I can't speak Japanese. A guy who turns out to be your brother, Gadget, another pro wrestler who killed somebody in the ring by accident. And then, as it says in the instruction manual, found out he actually quite likes killing. Amazing. Nice. Doesn't rate block and low kicks though, Gadget, so... You see, he doesn't do his normal hand in the air celebration, he's kind of sad. Vortz is jacked, ain't he? Jesus Christ. Nice. The Owl Flame and Dragon Punch finish for a perfect on Vortz. That's levels. I don't want to see this again. I'm sorry, Vortz. Don't worry about it. I'll make it up to you. I promise. Right, Siru next. A ninja from Japan, obviously. Sort of. But, well, not very ninja. He looks like half ninja, half underwater luchador. But he's got a sword anyhow. Which means he's an absolute nightmare. Don't rate that, does he? Don't rate the low kick spam in the corner. I mean, he does rate that. That's pretty bad, to be honest. But still, he's got a fucking sword. What do you want? Don't tell me to fight fair when there's a geezer in there with a sword. You look at him taking it off him and shoved it up his arse. Like this music, though. It kicks in now. Nice. I mean, not nice for me, but it was cheeky how he got that to work. Nice. These drums now. Oh, the high score cut him over. So my moves now get powered up to the final level. So my shoulder block's got a little kind of thingy on it, trail on it. My dragon punch is a lot bigger and more flaming. And the muscle buster has gone 720. I'll try and hit one, but I'm not promising anything because these next two fights are fucking solid. I mean, how long is this going to last for? Get that. Those of you who watched the stream the other night will remember the fact that I hit a 720 muscle buster on this guy. Fucking Kenny Omega over here with his metal arms. I mean, how long is this going to go for? Nice, did well there. That's a fireball that does double damage. Haas. Go on, Vortz, lad. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, we basically just shoot him to death in a corner turn. Oh god. Sorry about your face. That's ugly, that, isn't it? Vortz like, well, I look like a jacked up Rob Alford, so what'd you expect? Jado. Fucking hell, this guy's hard. Everything he does is a special move. And his fireball sounds like he says fuck off. Not even joking. Expect lots of that. Nice. I can shoot him in a corner. Come on, the same again. Best defense is a great offense, right? Come on. Bollocks. Nice. See if I can just follow him kicking him. No, I can't. Oh, come on. I was trying to throw there. Bollocks, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck, that was close. Ah, we'll get him this time. Tough fight, this. Nice. Nice, got him. And that, my good friends, is one credit as advertised. Sit down. Oh, happy with that. That's a good clear. I thought I might have fucked it up with us losing that middle round, but no, we put the pressure on. What a great clear that is. I don't know. I don't know what juiced up Rob Alford's saying. Something about screaming for vengeance. Two horses. So I assume the story is Vortz starts Vortz gym with Gadget, his brother, and they go around the world not selling for everybody. I assume that says, well done, trying hard. $376,000 for that. So that was Tough Enough. Like I say, well, Dead Dance, but so Tough Enough. Yeah, it was known as Dead Dance in Japan. As I said, '93, March '93 for this version, and then Tough Enough was out in North America in September, and then EU in October 1993. It's just cool, isn't it? Like, you've got, like I say, that the crazy thing is on there's more on the Japanese version, but then on the PAL version they put a mode in or a cheat in, so you could play as the boss characters against other people and against certain computer characters. So you can't do the story with Beans and Thingy and all the rest of them, but you can do like versus computer matches against them, which is cool. But like I say, you've got a Seo, Zazie, Kotono, and Vortz that you can do the story mode with. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun, isn't it? Like, another interesting little kind of tidbit and stuff, like the original artwork for one of the covers, the original Japanese cover to Dead Dance is taken from an issue cover of CMVG. They created that artwork for a preview feature and there wasn't at the time. Jalico liked it so much they were like, oh, yeah, can you do that? So it appears on the Japanese and European versions. Jalico USA decided to use their own box art instead of the American release, for the American release, which is considered to be one of the worst ones of all time. So yeah, check that out. This got scores of like 81, 78, and as I said, if you listen to the first plug, which should be quite a few, but the first plug for the Video Wizards podcast, as I said to my good friend McKeel on the last episode of Video Wizards, the problem is that 81% for a fighting game is like 10% or 15% too low, really, because it's in the era of Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat 2, isn't it? So I mean, you're always going to kind of struggle. But I took like me and McKeel kind of took the mick out of this a little bit on one of the shows, and then I was like, do you know what, I randomly picked this to play on a stream, because what I do with the streams on Thursdays is generally I play a couple of SNES games we're trying to beat, so I'll have a game of Pang, we'll do some Punch-Out, do you know what I mean, and a few other bits and pieces, and then there's generally time at the end for a bit of a curio. So last time I was like, oh, do you know what, I'll have a look at Tough Enough, and I started playing, I was like, this isn't bad actually. And then I read a bit more about the differences with Dead Dance. And I had one game with, I couldn't beat the first guy with CO. I was like, oh. And then I had a quick go of Vortz. I was like, all right, this cat's ace. I'm all over this. And we went from there. But check out, if you look at the streams, they're all in the stream playlist. If you check out stream number 40, that's the Dead Dance one. And if you watch that, yeah, you can check out the unbelievable 360 muscle buster I hit Kenny and Mega with. But yeah, that's the top and bottom of it. There will be a Patreon video out on Wednesday. There will be a Patreon video on Wednesday, a stream on Thursday, a stream on Monday. So there's a lot of stuff coming up in the next couple of days. There won't be a stream today, but obviously that's why I'm putting this crack and clear out for you people to, a few people to enjoy. All right. Take very, very good care of yourselves. Have a great Saturday, and I will see you good people very soon for another episode of One Credit Classics. Take care.